Hello. 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 I changed up my like setup thing a little bit. Hopefully you can hear me and stuff. Um Woohoo, thank you. Yeah, I'm sorry for being 5 seconds late to starting it. Awesome. I'm glad you guys can hear me. Hello. Yeah, go my scarab. Thank you for following. Nix the rat. Yeah, I might move the little alert thing to be in a better place. I like where the little Ko-fi link shows up. Thank you for following Meat Ghost. I like where the little Ko-fi thing shows up on that little bar sort of thing I have at the top of the screen. But the notifications like immediately come down like right below it. So maybe I'll move that little like watermark of my username from the like corner and put the Ko-fi link in the corner and put the little username thing in the middle. I don't know. But I haven't decided what I'm gonna draw. Like I said in the Discord, I'm thinking of working on commissions, but I haven't really got permission. Fine, I'll draw goop. I haven't got permission from people who commissioned me to like work on their stuff on stream. So, and also I would be pulling up like reference images probably that I haven't got permission to show. So there's a whole thing there. And also I also said on Discord I was thinking about working on my comic. But some people probably know that I'm making a comic. But there's nudity in my comic, so I don't know if like I don't know Twitch TOS. I don't know anything about Twitch. So I'll draw goop though. This is gonna be from memory though. Longer you Miss Zelda, I'm really looking forward to your longer form work. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in like a comics mentorship program with a handful of other people. It's not a spicy comic, it just has nudity in it. Yeah, 100% breaks TOS. But some people on the internet don't know the difference between, you know, artistic nudity and, you know, bad nudity, I guess. Um, Goop maxing. Yeah. It is allowed, actually. I don't want to test it. I don't want to test them. Do I prefer artistic nudity or autistic nudity? They're not mutually exclusive. Oh, we've got unregistered on there. Is this goop? Elle, does this look like goop? Eh. Okay. I could pull up a reference image. The best I could do right this moment, though, is probably the goop exploding. Goop isn't registered. See, who said I don't know what goop is? I don't know. It's a creature from a game Elle plays. I don't really know. He looks like a Tsuchinoko with a light bulb on his tail and legs. When new stickers, when I am not asleep. I sleep a lot. I've been like depressed and stuff, and so it's hard for me to get anything done. So I'm asleep most of the time. Most of the time, I don't know. Magic Missile Main, I'm eating dinner and then I have to unload shit from the attic for my family. You're there's gonna be a VOD and you're not gonna miss much, I promise. I can catch you up on the 4 lines I've drawn because I'm still learning how to draw and talk at the same time. Last time when I was working on this this xenomorph, this iDog xenomorph, I started on the line work, but I think I might just restart the line work, and do it in a style. How many times do you think someone will excuse themselves from the stream like this is a college lecture hall? No, you have to tell me. If somebody goes without telling me why, I'll cry because I'll think they hate me. Anyway, I don't hate these lines, but if I keep doing it in this style, I'm gonna be pressuring myself to like make everything look perfect. And that's just gonna be a pain in my ass. Luke C182, does this mean we have to do a roll call every couple minutes? Yes. Fall Phase 3, how's the comic mentorship program going? It's really cool. Yeah, sorry I got cut off from talking about it. Cut off by myself because I'm the only person talking. But yeah, it was a handful of other like artists from like the internet doing it with me. So I've been very slow at it. I think some other people have been, or some other people in the program have been getting things done a lot quicker. But it's really cool to see what people are doing. It's really cool to finally be working on a comic, which is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. The comic I am doing, I don't think I ever posted any like actual like work from the comic, but I have posted some like character designs from it Um, at this point, it'll be a surprise, though. I don't think I've ever said that any of the stuff that I've posted that's related to it is related to it. Like a private course you booked or like part of a college, it's I don't know how much of it is supposed to be like like private, like secret thing, or not secret, but like it's not through like a college or anything. It's just through somebody who's we unregistered again. It's just through somebody who's cool and nice and wants to help me out and help other people out. Yeah. Because my car got in a dog crash. I'm sorry to hear about that. Impressive though. Frankly. Hi Nuko. You didn't miss anything. I'm struggling. This is the the pen I usually use for line work nowadays. I think I talked about this last stream, that like I like to use a really textured brush because it hides any. Oh, I forgot to turn this thing on so you can actually see what I'm working on. Okay, anyway, a really textured brush hides any like waviness in my lines, which is really nice for me because I, you know, despite being an artist by trade, supposedly, my hands are really shaky, so it helps to have, you know, that like shakiness obscured. But it's from this brush pack. I know nobody asked just now, but I also know that like generally on the internet among artists, people like to ask. Because people are like, people will always be like, oh, you know, it's not the like tools, or even in like traditional art, like, you know, on paper, it's not the tools or the materials or the digital brush you're using that'll like make your art good or whatever, and that's fine, but like I don't want to gatekeep. And yeah, bold of you to assume we want to hear what you want to talk about when you tune into your stream. I guess so. I'm new to this whole thing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. I don't know. Sometimes people see a brush that somebody else is using and they like the texture of it. Red Proto Lad, honestly, I prefer smaller streamers because of the interactions. Well, that's good. Because I'm not a big streamer. Is the... By the way, is the music coming through? Is it at like an okay volume? Okay, thank you. I'm not really sure how to tell what's a good volume just by looking at the like levels things. Magic Fuzzy Worm, oh, I didn't even know there was music. It's really quiet. I don't want it to drown out my voice or whatever. Goodness, it's already happening again. Last time I felt like I was losing my voice really fast. And it's not like I'm talking any differently than I would on like a Discord call with my friends or something. So, IDK. I have water now. But yeah, Magic Fuzzy Worm, it's just Pokemon music. It's just, I don't know, I like searched on YouTube for chill Pokemon music or something. Mate Ghost energy drinks make me feel terrible. I had this experience one time. I didn't know you weren't supposed to like have caffeine on an empty stomach. So I was going to the dentist and I uh I did the thing that I do because I don't know, it's the way I am, that I had a dentist appointment and it was the only thing I had to do that day. So I slept until like right when I had to go outside or like head out to the dentist appointment. So the only thing I had beforehand for breakfast was a Rockstar energy drink. Um and I was fine until um the drive home after the dentist appointment, and I started feeling like I was literally actually going to die. Um like started seizing up and my like vision started to get dark. I thought I was dying while like driving. And so when I like pulled into like my parents' neighborhood because um I I don't remember. I was either living with them at the time or I was just going to visit. But when I pulled into the neighborhood, I like pulled in next to the or I pulled over in the curb and I just like laid there on the on the grass until I regained consciousness. Um which I guess apparently that's just like what happens when you drink like a ton of caffeine without food to go with it. But like I said, at the time I thought I was actually literally dying. I like laying on grass after work did. Yeah, it's nice. I need to touch grass more. When I used to work at food service, I barely slept and down a monster coffee, thinking it'd carry me until lunchtime. An hour into my shift, I was seeing shadow people at the edge of my vision. Yeah, that sounds about right. I read Proto Lad. Nuko, I miss grass. The park near me replaced it with wood chips. Like actually, like all the grass? Cause if so, that's insane. I guess like lawns aren't good for the environment because of the amount of water they use. Um but a park of wood chips sounds pretty shitty. Red Proto Lad, I wish I can say I want to lay on grass, but doing that in Florida would genuinely kill you. Why? Like bugs in the grass? I heart biodiverse lawns, yeah. Meet Gus. I agree. I also like moss lawns. I think those are really cool. I would love to lay in a moss lawn. Hell, if I lay in the grass in South Carolina, the grass people kill me. That's fair. Here it's the cave people. So, you know, similar issues. They rise out of holes in the ground. Oh, ants, snakes, and other bugs, that's fair. I guess there's like scorpions and stuff here, but I don't see a lot of them. And there's snakes everywhere. I'm really fond of snakes. They're nice to hold. Kente Orchid, you are a snake? That's so rad. I didn't know I had snake viewers on twitch.tv/salamanding. Nuko UV light exposes scorpions. It does. But like if it's the daytime, you have to shine the flashlight like really close to them. So the UV light is only really helpful for like finding scorpions at nighttime. But it does make them look green, which is cool. I'm a fan of that. Azazel Leviathan, I had a friend that whenever we visited her as a friend group, one of us got handed the snake and didn't have their hands free for the next hour. That sounds ideal to me. Like I alluded to, I love holding snakes. They just feel really pleasant. I went with my ex one time to Clint's reptile room. It's in like Provo or something. I don't know. But like he's got like a pretty big YouTube channel, so that's why I say by name. But I mean, it's a room full of reptiles, and they just take them out, and you can hold them. So I got to hold like all sorts of snakes. It was really cool. When I was a kid, my father brought home a bunch of wildlife, and we would often do like school shows where we demonstrate animal control behavior in schools around my area. That's cool. I was a nut for that kind of stuff as a kid. I didn't really live around a lot of like wildlife though. I guess it was a very suburban. Oh, I'm the nerd, okay. It's a very suburban upbringing I had. I want to go to Gatorland again. They have every reptile there. My older brother went to Gatorland when I was like 7, and I was pretty jealous. Nuka, when I was younger, I thought gummy worms were baby snakes. So I cried when my dad was eating them like nothing. Hilarious or true? Meat Ghost, Ella's allowed to cyberbully me, but that's because we signed a contract. Also, I forgot to say on Instagram that I'm streaming, and I I want to do it this time. So, just give me a sec. Sorry. The cyber police do not care. I said I signed a contract. It'll hold up in court. I swear it. I gotta do the thing where I find an image in my camera roll to accompany the announcement. I'll use this. I already used Scoop for a recent story. I don't want to reuse images too much. Mods, L is spamming. Oh my god. I have to type out the link because it didn't paste properly. So I hope the typed out link works. Yes, Elf, you accept your goop loss. Nikos, I have a plugin that makes my typing sound like Animalese. It makes chatting so much more fun. Oh, that's really cute. 20 viewers, by the way. My thing says 19, but also apparently the okay, throw me. Streamlabs OBS is not like super great at being accurate. She hates rounding up. I need exact numbers all the time. When I hear that there are 8 billion people on the planet, I say, oh really? Exactly? Did you count them? That's a crazy coincidence. It's a crazy coincidence that it would be such a round number in our base 10 counting system. Anti-Orchid, you're an exact number? That's crazy. I'm really proud of you for that. What number exactly, or is that too private? Do you have at least 3 peer-reviewed sources for that? Yeah. That's what I say whenever somebody says anything. They say, hey, your order is ready. And I say, I'm gonna need a documentation on that. Thank you. This is properly researched, properly evidenced. One and only me. Aw. Can't wait for Science Miss. I can't wait for Darwin Claws evolving down the chimney. For Darwin Claws, yeah. What's the rest of that meme? Nothing but coal in your stockings. I've been good. I will get a Lego set. Like I do every year. Thank you very much. I get a missing link in my stocking. Yeah, okay. Oh my god. It's the Piltdown man. No gems under your tree. I didn't know this was Goblin Christmas. His stocking's bleeped. That sucks. What do you mean it's bleeped? Does it like not show up in your chat? I need more goblin gems in my life. What distinguishes a goblin gem from a regular gem? It's just asterisks in your chat. That's insane. The Sojak brain rot is an abyss not worth partaking in, but I get to do the silly voice. I like doing silly voices. Why do you think I started streaming? I don't know why I started streaming, actually. It just seemed cool. And I'm an internet person. Unregistered. Unregistered moment. But it's not even on the screen. Was it on the screen when I wasn't looking? Do a funny voice, please. I can't do it when you ask me to. That's weird. This is why I'll never make it in streaming. Caden, if you were just fucking with me, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't try to fool me on my stream. This is my territory and I'm the alpha. Chat, don't clip that. Or whatever. I'm gonna say shit like that, like a... Guys, she's not committing to the bit, it's over. I'm not, Oh, hello, first time chatter. Thank you for following. I'm gonna pronounce your name as Lucy Pop, but I don't know if that's... Blah. Felazar, thanks for following. I'm not an internet comedian. I haven't learned to commit to the bit. Maybe as my streaming career progresses. I know, popping off two new followers. My life is finally on track. Do it for the Vine. I've got bad news for you about Vine, Meat Ghost. Luxie. Okay, that makes more sense. What am I drawing tonight, though? I'm continuing work on the iDog xenomorph. Here, I'll show you the... Here's the reference images. Combining these two little guys. Still, chaps, I like your art. Thank you. I appreciate that. I like making it. I'm glad that people like it. Luke 182, guys, they took Flappy Bird off the App Store. I was actually heartbroken when I found out that they took the original Angry Birds off the App Store. And then they put it back, but I think they took it off again. But I was able to get it for $1 while it was still you know, back on the App Store. But like I beat it. I wish I could like reset my progress, you know, take away all the the little stars that I got on every level so that I can earn them again. But I don't know how to do that, and I don't want to delete the app because what if I can't download it back again? Going through installed apps on my account and seeing Mixer and Verve was really funny. God, I used to have Verve on my phone. When did that go? When did that die? I had that and I watched like God, what did I watch? What was on Verve? Do they say the line, "Those are some angry birds" in the Angry Birds movie? Who even saw the Angry Birds movie? Nobody can know. Oh, the Crunchyroll merger that also killed Funimation. That makes sense. Say the line, Bart. Yeah. Out of beta, thanks for following. As you can see, I figured out how to set up more notifications, or stream notifications, but I haven't had the time to draw new GIFs for different things happening. Because, you know, as you can see, it's just Joan Eat Burger. But eventually I want to have different animations for different things happening. Because my original idea was that Joan eating the burger is for something that like gives me money, or you know, like donations and stuff. Because like I don't know, it represents that I get to eat food. Because I don't have a job, and so I support myself through, you know, commissions and stuff. But anyway, I'll draw new gifts for different things happening. Azazel Leviathan Joan Dark implies there's an arc where Joan finds out she's related to Luffy. I'll assume that's true. I've never seen Pirates of the Caribbean. Meet Ghost, I know nothing about One Piece other than that it's real. Yeah, me too. I used to draw digitally on Krita on desktop, and I still do very occasionally. And Krita has a one button shortcut for flipping canvas. It's just mapped to M automatically. Oh, Tara, thank you for... I mean, that was probably a commission, but thank you for donating. What was I saying? Oh yeah, Krita has oh, it's a donation. Thank you so much. Oh my god, thank you. I mean, I could still draw something for you on stream if you want. You know, I'll draw anything that somebody donates money for. But Anna, I don't know who that is. Tara, I'm sorry. I'm not like a history person, and I'm also not British. Oh my god, I actually accidentally clicked the wrong stream coming back and my ears are destroyed. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Here, let me find Okay, I'm gonna find that portrait. Just a sec. Let me turn my canvas invisible. I was gonna say that name Holbein sounds familiar, but that's just like the name of like a. Okay, shut up, Caden. That's just the name of like a brand of paints that I've used before. Meet Ghost, I've never heard of this woman. Yeah, me neither. And it looks like there's... Okay, let's go with this one. Actually, let me see the Wikipedia page. Hans Holbein was a German Renaissance portrait artist. Okay, that makes sense. Now I'm reading her Wikipedia page. Okay. Okay. Fourth wife, King Henry VIII. Didn't that guy, didn't that guy suck or something? Uh, is this the right portrait? Is this the one? What do you mean we don't talk about King Henry? I think that's a copy, but yeah, I saw one. I saw one that had like a blue background. So I'm not going to be able to put as much effort as I usually do on like a normal commission into this, for which I apologize. But here. Kind of looks like the art that was shown in my theology class today. That's interesting. Theology is interesting to me. I really like art history. But now I kind of feel like a dork for not recognizing a historical painter. But I can't know everything. As a royal blue background, usually, yeah, that's what I saw. This could easily be like a pre-restoration picture or something, though, right? I mean, her headdress thing kind of looks like dog ears already. But I'll still add puppy ears on top. Can y'all hear my neighbor's dog in the background? How intricate the portrait is, big Northern Renaissance fan. Yeah, that's fair. It's really crazy to me. Like, I feel like you can't really appreciate until you like try to actually like use oil paints, like how much control it takes to do like the little tiny like filigrees and stuff. That you see in these paintings. You can somewhat hear the dog. That's fine. It's immersion for the drawing of a dog that I'm doing. Yeah, there goes the dog again. I do like yeah, yapping little thing. I do like Dutch Renaissance art. Generally, I think it's really interesting. My younger sibling is a big fan of shoot, what's the guy's name? I totally forgot now. Peter Bruegel the Elder. Emmy Pokey, welcome. Lagoatster, welcome. Hopefully I got your names right. Oil painting looks fun. I gotta try that out. You, for Grievous, you weren't doing those in oil painting? What were you doing those in, Azazel Leviathan? Because I saw them and I assumed they were oil paint. The Grievous drawings, I mean. Got really into Dutch/Flemish Renaissance art when I got high. That's awesome. Yeah, my little sibling's really obsessed with Peter Bruegel, the Elder. And so they have a bunch of his those are acrylic like Warhammer paints. That's insane. That's really impressive. Well, thank you, Light, for subscribing. Sir, what program are you using to paint? I'm using Procreate on my iPad. What was I saying? Oh yeah, my sibling, they have this big massive printout of I always loved your art style. Thank you. Oh, hopefully you can get those wallpapers. I know some people have had issues with the membership stuff since I have been like adjusting it, so feel free to like reach out to me if it doesn't work. Yeah, they have a big massive printout of Peter Bruegel the Elder's Dutch proverbs on their wall. I love a painting that you can just like stare at for a long time, and just keep noticing little details. And it's neat to see what like culturally still carries over from that like that painting specifically. I am a big fan of Bruegel's what is it, like angels fighting demons. Sat in front of children's games for like 20 minutes. That's fun. Is that the one where they're oh no, never mind. I was gonna say, is that the one where they're like kicking the egg and stuff, but I think that's a different one. Azazel Leviathan, Garden of Eat. Did you mean Garden of Eatly Delights, or did you mean Earthly Delights? The Euronymous Bosch painting. Because that one goes hard as hell. Yar. Bosch. I've learned, this is really silly, and this is a story that will oh, Lagoster, thanks for following. This is a story that has many repetitions in my life, but I learned about Euronymous Bosch through a mention of him in a They Might Be Giants song. Um, I learn about a lot of things through references, and they might be giant songs, because I'm really obsessive. Light Defeater, I've decided I want to give Salamanding all my money. Thank you. All of it? That's so exciting. I hope you can, like, survive and feed yourself. I too are gonna go for some Eatly Delights. Me too. I have some rice that I'm probably gonna eat after stream. I'm so excited for rice. Spirit01, thank you for following. all the lights are Eatly to one with a mouth big enough. That's so true. God, I am really slow at this drawing here. I gotta pick up the pace if I'm gonna get anything done tonight. But also I'm gonna probably be streaming for at least a couple hours. I am treating this whole streaming thing as a, you know, more of a hobby thing, less of a career move. So I'm not like too worried about it, but I am curious about meeting affiliate or whatever, and that requires me to, you know, stream a certain amount of hours, a certain amount of days. So, you know, fun little goal for me to work towards. Agnite7111, how you doing? I'm doing okay. I'm discovering this issue where I lose my voice very quickly on stream. And I don't have much voice to begin with. I have voice issues. Ugh. I used to, Light Defeater will probably be popping in and out every now and then. That's totally understandable. I understand not having the attention span for stream. I wouldn't either. I do not watch streamers. Good heavens, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I used to want to be a voice actor. But then I decided to pour all of my time into doing art. Kind of put all my eggs in one basket, as it were. And that's kind of fucked me up. Because I do not really have job prospects. So I have to support myself on commissions right now. But I'm hoping it'll pay off eventually. But I'm still on your voice, thank you. That means a lot. Yeah. I don't really see myself doing any sort of voice stuff now that I am, you know, transgender and stuff. Which I know like a lot of trans people do voice acting, and I think that's really cool and it makes a lot of sense. But I don't think I personally could do it, because I'm so self-conscious of my voice. And I know, Anti-Orchid, you just said a really sweet thing about it, but I cannot stand my own voice. Ugh. She needs these little rings. I'm sure they're important for historical reasons. Flowermonger, thank you for coming for a little bit. I really appreciate it. Have a good night. Here, the background's supposed to be royal blue, so I will, I will put some sort of blue on it. This is not really dark enough to be royal blue, but whatever. That's better. That's more of a royal blue, right? My main performance practice is singing, but I'm way too embarrassed to sing publicly. Yeah. I used to be told that I was a pretty good singer, but then, you know, same deal. I'll still sing in the car sometimes, you know. I'm trying to pick up the slack more on trumpet and lute right now. That's really cool. I had like a short phase where I was really fascinated by lutes. Um and I wanted really badly to like learn to play it. Um and then one thing I remembered that I'm like the least musical person I know. And then also I learned how many strings a lute has and that um and I was like, that's simply too many things for me to worry about at one time. um I mean, I know that a lute has like an inconsistent number of strings, um but good heavens, that's too many strings. Jaden hurdy-gurdy gaming. Hell yeah. The hurdy-gurdy is the ideal instrument to me. One day I'll get one, and I'll learn to play it. Your lute has 8 courses and 15 strings. I don't know what a course is, but 15 strings is simply absurd. I would explode and die. I don't have 15 fingers. How am I supposed to play something with 15 strings? She doesn't have like eye shine in this painting. I guess she has a little bit. I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, because we were watching the Vine Sauce Weird Art stream together. And I think it's really interesting to me how important the like eye shine is in a painting to like making the subject feel alive. And I was thinking she had to deal with King Henry, obviously, yeah. I was thinking it's probably because like when you're alive, when you're a living human being, you're like blinking and your eyes are producing moisture, and so they're like extremely glossy. They'll like catch the light for that eye shine. But then when you die, you know, you stop blinking, you stop secreting tears and stuff. So that that probably dries up really fast. So that's probably why you look so, or like your subjects will look so dead when they don't have eye shine in a portrait, because that's like such a big aspect of what makes something look alive. I don't know, it's like the first thing that goes when you're not alive anymore. I don't know. I don't know if I'm being coherent. Again, I'm still learning to talk and draw at the same time. I am not drawfy yet. I'm coming for their asses. But let me catch up on chat. Your eyes are dirty when you die? No, they're not dirty, but they're like they're less glossy, you know? Someone on campus thought I was transitioning the other way because of my voice. Oh, I'm sorry. I understand that when you're in like the early stages of transition, people are weird. Let me see. Magic Missile main base is nice and easy for me. That's interesting. My girlfriend has a base, and I wanted to learn how to play it. Largely because I think knowing how to play bass would make me like at least 15% sexier. But IDK. The courses are the groups of strings that sound together. That's interesting. Because I've been saying, I'm not like a musical person at all. So to me, hearing that, my immediate question is like, if they're sounding together, why would you not just get one string? Why do you need more than one? But I'm sure there's like a ton of stuff that would answer that question that would also just go over my head. Despite King Henry VIII not finding Anne of, I don't know, Cleves attractive, they actually had a very amicable relationship after the annulment. That's interesting. All this royal history stuff is wild. Obviously, we don't have that sort of history in America. So I know this color is inaccurate, but it's in keeping with the palette that I've already established. And then I can make this like, I'm not basing this part on the portrait, but I figured I could make this look like you know, satin or whatever it is, velvet, IDK. I don't know anything about what different types of fabric are. I keep saying IDK as if I can't just say I don't know. I think I made that same comment on the previous stream. My memory's not the greatest, so I may repeat myself. Amy Pokey, your art is so cool. Thank you, I really appreciate it. Caden, let me be funny, it's rare for me. Yeah, I can actually confirm that Caden's not funny. I'm gonna say to my 17 viewers, Caden's not funny. So now the internet knows. Got your ass. I wanted a bass because I could play songs from my favorite game. That's cool. Somebody said something. Oh yeah, you said the courses helped create a chorus effect, making the lute sound warmer and more resonant. See, that is interesting. That does just go over my head though, like I was saying. I don't know anything about sound. That's part of why, like, as I was also talking about this before, that like voice training is like impossible to me. Yeah, you heard it here first. Caden declared not funny. I'll leave the ears that color. Okay, anyway. Here's Queen Anne, I suppose. Wait, I talked so much about this, I need to actually give her eye shine. And then use the make art good button. Which is to say a gradient map. Actually, first I'll adjust the curves. And then I will use the gradient map. I played a multiplayer tone-based game, and let's just say I'm not allowed to play it anymore. Yeah. Thank you for following. Her official title was Beloved Sister of the King. That's interesting. I'm sure plenty of people have made comments about the incestuous undertones of that, so I will simply not say anything of the like. Magic Missile Main, what's a tone-based game? I think they meant like, or she meant like unregistered time. I think she meant like, you know, a game where tone is the important like thing to pay attention to. 80k. I'm gonna do... I want to give the painting some like, or the drawing like some texture, so I'm gonna experiment a little bit. Sorry, epilepsy warning, I guess. I love layer types. Yeah, let's go with that. I should not be spending as much time on this as I am. But let's do a... Let's do a big old noise filter on this, huh? And then a smaller noise filter. Ritsu's Procreate easier to use. Clip Studio feels kind of overwhelming. If Clip Studio feels overwhelming to you, and I say this as somebody who hasn't used Clip Studio, but if Clip Studio feels overwhelming, I do recommend Procreate because it's so simple. Oh god, I was doing this shit on the wrong layer. Oh well. But yeah. Procreate has a really simple interface, and that can be restricting at times. There are certain things you just can't do in Procreate. But it is also really streamlined and really accessible as a drawing program. It's really I mean, like you can see there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's like 16 things on screen that you can tap. And, you know, because of because it's so simple, a lot of the tools are like kind of hidden, which is obnoxious, but it's also really easy to learn. Um, so yeah, if you think Clip Studio is overwhelming, I recommend trying Procreate. Personally, I want to switch to Clip Studio at some point, if slash when I get like a um, drawing monitor for my PC, like I've talked about. Um, I want to do Clip Studio because Procreate is, or not Procreate, Krita is lacking in a lot of the like features I want to use. Like the text tool on Krita is just like entirely ass. What doesn't help is that Clip Studio is definitely not optimized for iPad. I've heard that. I've heard some people say that like they what layer am I on? Jeez Louise. Um, I've heard some people say that they prefer Procreate when they're on the iPad and Clip Studio when they're on desktop. So, I mean, if you're the type of person to draw on both, um, maybe that sort of workflow might be worth looking into. And I mean both as in like both desktop and iPad. But as far as I'm aware, there's no Procreate for desktop yet, right? Professor, I have a prior appointment European time zone. Yeah, Azazel Leviathan, you have my permission to sleep. But you will be docked points. You will have a tardy on your record. So, just you know, don't be late next time. Next class. Georg, I want to see my crush, but they're off campus. Okay. I was gonna make a joke about like, uh, why would that stop you? Um, but I don't want to joke about being creepy. Bye, Leviathan. Anyone who doesn't follow Azazel Leviathan on social media, um, their art is incredible, and you should follow them. Light Defeater, hello. I think I have another 10 to 20 minutes, 10 to 20 minutes in me before getting distracted again. I'll try to be entertaining for 10 to 20 minutes then. Actually, I won't try to be entertaining. I'll be how I always am, which some people find entertaining, supposedly. Yeah. Anyway. I'm so excited. Because, after stream, uh, if I don't like, you know, get on Discord with my friends or something, um, I'm probably gonna sit in bed and watch the new Drawfee stream VOD, because that's how I spend my time. Oh, I don't know. I'm not gonna be able to pronounce that name, but thank you so much for subscribing or following. I mean, there's a difference apparently on Twitch. I don't know, but thank you. Magic Missile Main. I've learned that my attention span lasts about 30 minutes, so I've slowly been forcing myself to go longer periods of time before doing a different thing. That's honestly really good. Like, um, I I used to be like a book fiend in like um elementary school all the way through high school. Um, and then genuinely, like once I got like online, um I gain inspiration listening to the stream. That's good. Some sort of inspiration. Any sort of inspiration is good if I can provide that. Um yeah, once I got like online, my attention span was like destroyed. And so like I know a lot of the like um that your phones are like killing your brain or whatever stuff is really alarmist and really like um anti like young people and stuff. um Billy Chapters, hi, welcome my friend. um but genuinely, there is, in my experience, you know, some truth to the that whole idea of, yeah, on that damn phone all day, um messing with your brain, at least for me. um because like I was saying, I used to like read books all the time, and now my attention span is kind of shot. um like I finally read a book somewhat recently, um like a couple weeks ago, because my girlfriend was reading a book for one of her college classes, and it seemed interesting to me, so I read it also. But that's like the first like novel that I've read through in a while. And I feel kind of shitty about, you know, not reading so much anymore, because it was like it was such a huge like source of like joy and comfort for me. Um, but and it's not just like being on that dang phone that's making it, or that's like made it hard for me to read. There's also the matter of like, now that I'm like supporting myself, I feel, this is like a phenomenon I know a lot of people relate to, but like I feel guilty if I'm doing anything that's not productive, you know. If I'm reading a book, I could be working on commissions, or I could be sending out job applications, or yada yada yada. Um and yeah, I don't know. I hope to be in a place like mentally and also financially where I can like afford to spend the time reading. Um, Magic Missile Main, can I get any book recs? Actually, from me personally, the one that my girlfriend was reading, um, that I did enjoy also, is called Piranesi. Um, it's really short. It's a really unique, or it's not really short. It's pretty short. It's a really unique fantasy story. Um, you misspelled all of Kafka. I I'm so curious about Kafka's writing, because obviously like most people only know of like the Metamorphosis. Um and I've read most of the Metamorphosis, but I don't know what else that guy's written, you know. My favorite author is Kurt Vonnegut. Um if you like very like absurdist literature, I recommend um reading Vonnegut's writing. Um Modern chat, no way. Hi, welcome now. I hope you're doing okay. Thank you for bringing my iPad home to me so I can do this. I have the stream open listening to it while playing games on my phone. My attention span's cooked. I mean, I only have a stream on when I'm also doing something else, so I think that's fair and understandable. I don't know if any streamer expects their audience to be giving their full undivided attention to them. That would be ridiculous, I think. You Misspelled Like Water for Chocolate is one of the best books I've ever read, TBH. I don't know what that is, but maybe I'll write that down and check it out here. I'll go to your your dog queen and write. Huh. Okay. Ah. Auntie, you're good. I can't multitask, so you have my attention. I'm flattered. Magic Missile Main, if I play games then I can't interact, which is why I'm not right now. Why you're not playing games or why you're not interacting? I appreciate you interacting. I don't know how people actually watch streams like Kaisana or Show Speed for hours. I don't know. Like I said, they're probably doing something else at the same time. Unregistered. There we go. Or you're not playing games. Okay. Well, I'm flattered to be worth your attention. Good heavens. What's crazy is I think their streams are just chatting. Really? I thought they like played games and stuff. Is that not what they do? I'm trying to figure out how I want this like segmented tail to. Well, avoiding, you know, tangents, line tangents, not verbal tangents. Obviously, I'm not avoiding those. that's that's fine. Which family break? Yeah, no, I moved the thing around a little bit. I figured this like space above my little guy's head was probably a good place to put chat, and I saw like clips from streamers on like Instagram and stuff that had a similar setup, so I thought I'd try it out. Just like chatting most of the time. I don't know many people I can relate to. That's, yeah, that's fair. I don't really like the idea of going into like a live chat, like a Twitch chat. But I do enjoy like chatting with people on the internet. I get a lot of DMs, like on Instagram, as a niche internet micro celebrity or whatever, and I answer most of them. just because I'm bored. That's why I actually reply to your Insta stuff. Well, I appreciate it. Like I said, I like responding to the Insta stuff. It's fun. I don't got the spelling dyslexia. I got the forgetting to write entire words dyslexia. Is that like a genuine thing? I don't think I don't have dyslexia, so I don't really know how that works. Never learned how to spell words, just vaguely remember what they look like. That's actually real though. I as I say a lot, like I'm a really visual person, and so my memory is really visual based, including like words. So my relationship to most words mentally is what they look like. Um, so if I need to like memorize anything that's written, it it helps me to like visualize the words, which I don't know. I think that's kind of an interesting way to like memorize things and to like think about things. Um, so because it's like so visual, um, like hearing words, not that I have like shit, I forget the word, but not that I like genuinely like see sounds or anything, but like hearing words, I visualize how they're spelled. Um, so yeah. British spellings mess you up because of that. I hate numbers. They like to jump around in my head. Yeah. I was good at math in school, but I always hated it. It's not fun. Stream is making you hungry. What about this stream could make you hungry? Aluminium. I was really good at math and hated because I got accelerated too fast for my liking. That's interesting. That makes sense. I took a concurrent enrollment math class so that I wouldn't have to take any math classes in college. Um, and frankly, I'm really glad I did that. Um, Hungry ass cannot watch art drawing streams. But people are always saying like, "Oh, it's Lex. Who else? Thank you for following." Um, people like to say like, "Oh, I wish I could eat your art." Maybe it's that. It's like a high compliment for artists. Lithium batteries in your character are making me hungry for batteries. Sorry, I can cover them up. What did bombed the second year of college and lost my scholarship, so I dropped out and become a fan. I stopped going to college last semester because I stopped being able to afford it. I do want to finish my degree. I think it would be fun, but what's more important to me is being able to, you know, afford to live and like, you know, get a job that I like. Trying real hard. I think all of your art actually does look delicious, so I wish to consume it all. I mean, I appreciate that a lot. I feel like my art really lacks a lot of like vibrancy that makes other people's art look so yummy. But I appreciate hearing that it does look edible. Freshman year major is sociology and you don't know what you'll do with it. I think as long as you like enjoy what you're learning, it's not a waste of time, you know? I think sociology is really interesting. Obviously I went to college for art because that's like the only thing I'm really truly passionate about. But that wasn't an immediate decision for me. At the time, like when I got into college, I was debating between pursuing some sort of science degree. So I always liked science as well as art. But then I decided I liked art, and art is something I can't, you know, live without. It's like how gourmet expensive food look more boring and fancy, but it's very yummy. Interesting. I wanted to take psychology but got dumped into your backup class. Psychology is really interesting too. That was, if I did go into a science field, that was my main, my primary choice, psychology. That's what my dad studied. So I don't know, maybe that's why I'm interested in it so much, but I want to get into writing, but I don't engage into it, so I don't know. That's fair. My girlfriend is doing writing, and it's really cool to hear like her tell me about her classes in writing. It's really cool. NB Harmony, hello, welcome. Parents wanted me to do STEM, but I realized I couldn't carry on studying something that wasn't part of the arts, so I went for music. That's cool. I'm glad you like followed your passion and stuff, not to be too cheesy. I think, yeah, I don't know. Cheesy shit. I think everyone should study what they're passionate about, and yeah, I'm sure everything works out for everyone. I don't know. Like you're not gonna die of studied psychology disease, you know? So like, why be too scared of that? My crush is a psychology major with an art minor. That sounds like a cool person. I guess I could have like minored in psychology, but like that sounds like so much work. My brother died of studying psychology. I never should have said anything. Chrysalis1, thank you for following. I really appreciate it. I should get like a little. Oh, Ditzy3, thank you for following. I should put something on my like stream overlay that like says what I'm drawing for like people that are just joining. I'm Jotara. I can't see your name without thinking NB Harmony, thank you. Tara, I can't see your name without thinking about being told that you're nice and normal. I'm so sorry. Or whatever it was she said. I don't feel like pulling up text messages right now. Chrysalis, getting a minor can be pretty easy if you can take the classes for the minor and also your general education. I guess, but like, I don't know. I know that like a lot of like STEM field classes are a lot more like intense with their studying and stuff, you know? And it's not like studying art is like the easiest thing in the world, but like all I gotta do um in an art major is do art, you know, aside from generals of course and like art history. Chick Wraith, thank you for following. I'm glad she said I was nice and normal instead of weird and awkward. Yeah. I think she might have said that to assuage my own fears, cause if somebody was tangentially associated with me um and was weird and awkward, or well, no, being weird and awkward is fine, but if somebody was tangentially associated with me and was like creepy or something, I'd feel really bad. I'd feel some sense of responsibility, you know? So I think she just wanted to reassure me that that was not the case. It's true, I guess it really depends on the major and the college. Yeah, exactly. I don't know what song is playing right now. It's still Pokemon music. Oh, it's from Masters EX. I've never played this game. It didn't feel very Pokemon-y to me. Wrong selection tool. NB Harmony, I like popsicles. That's awesome. There's no way stream has been on for an hour and 40 minutes. Just said 40 minutes. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Jaden Hobbit Core, yeah, a little bit. Magic Missile main, some medieval sounding on music. I I was gonna say something similar, um, but I didn't want to say something that that Tara would say is inaccurate because she knows about this stuff. I don't want to embarrass myself by saying something sounds medieval when it's actually like Renaissance or something. It definitely sounded like something you would hear in um like a fantasy movie or something. Very joyful scene in a fantasy movie to me. I was tempted of getting Sword and Shield when it came out, but I honestly don't care much about Pokemon in general. That's fair. I like collecting cute little guys, so I like Pokemon. Or do you even know what Ars Nova is, SMH? Clearly not. I listen to They Might Be Giants. I can't say anything about music. No, I'm not gonna. I'm. What? Guillaume de Machal? I don't know how to pronounce that. People in like Instagram, and this is reasonable, um, were asking if this was a Crocs xenomorph. Um, and it kind of pisses me off that it looks like a Crocs xenomorph and not what it is, an iDog xenomorph. But some people identified it as an iDog, so it's not like I've totally failed. Color will make the difference. I agree. Um, I think once these little circles in the head are, little glowing spots and not, you know, dark circles, I think it'll look nice. Few Pokemons are like our Beware, Lucario, Cinderace, and Incineroar. So the furry ones. Not that they're bad. I'm not a fan of Beware. Favorite evolution? I think somebody asked this last time, but it's probably Sylveon, not to be too cliche. Emmy Pokey doodling while drawing, or doodling while watching your stream brings me so much inspiration for listening to something else. That means a lot. Thank you. I thank you. I usually have a like Drawfee on when I'm doodling or drawing or whatever. Red Protolite, I wasn't trying to be that obvious. Okay, sorry. I'll hold my tongue next time. I've never been a big fan of Beware though. I thought it was kind of silly when it came out, and I the concept obviously is fine. Um, more Monster 7407. Thank you for following. Um, the concept of Beware grew on me, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. Maybe part of me is too nostalgia goggled, but also like I do think a lot of the newer designs, um, like in Scarlet and Violet are really good. I think like Cerulege is easily one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. Julie Chapter Salamanding, how are you doing? Can I you? You can call me by my first name. You can call me Robin. Um, Let me know if I should avoid using your name or not. I've referred to some people in chat by their names because I know their names. I'm still not sure if I should avoid doing that or not. I keep forgetting to avoid doing it. Okay, Dev, I don't know if you wanted people to know. Yeah, well, my name is like on screen. It's printed on the batteries on the little guy. So like it's not like I'm hiding it or anything. And it's also like in my watermark of every post I do. So um doxing all your friends, SMH. Yeah, using their first names. Unfed Sassy, my favorite Pokemon is Rotom, specifically Heat form. As a child, the prospect of being able to cook food inside myself is very appealing to me. You should look up auto brewery syndrome and let me know what you think of that. That's funny. You should allude to the idea of choosing your favorite in terms of which you would want to be, though, because that was very much a guiding force in like choosing favorites of anything for me as a kid. A lot of aspirational favorite characters. On the topic of medieval music, one of my recent projects revolved around using excerpts of secular medieval music, but I ended up having to resort to Renaissance music as well because there's very little surviving secular medieval music. I guess that makes sense. Did see 3. I love the EV evolutions, but Glaceon and Sylveon are peak. They're all really good. I think like I don't know. So some people will say that like Flareon or like Jolteon are not good, and I don't understand that. I think they're really good. I think all of them are really good. Um, my favorite is probably Sylveon, but I also really like Umbreon. Umbreon used to be easily my favorite, and then I became a woman and am swayed by cute pink things. Can't find my copy of Pokemon Platinum and I'm starting to fear that I got rid of it. Oh, that would suck. I really want to play Platinum. That's like the most interesting looking DS one to me. I haven't played that generation. TBH, I'm actually not a huge fan of all the EVs. Interesting. I am. I think they're cute. I really like Vaporeon. Um, don't say the thing in chat, but I think it's really cute the way that it's very of its time, the design, the way they combine the fish features with like the fox-ish body. Auntie, you're good, have fun eating. Bye. Don't dislike any. Yeah, okay, that's fair. Alexis1606, thank you for following. Hard time to be a Vaporeon fan. Yeah, exactly. My girlfriend likes Glaceon, I know that. She likes his little boots. Platinum was my first one, and while I'd offered to lend it to you, you didn't. Okay. I I just realized it's not my thing. I'm sorry, Cooper. Hard time to be a Typhlosion fan. Yeah, I agree. I was like, oh, interesting. People are like posting about Typhlosion. I love that guy. And then I found out why. Um, I love Hisuian Typhlosion. That design goes so hard. Does she know? Aside from the Eevee's Mega Mawile is cool, I really like Mawile. My girlfriend doesn't like Mawile. I don't understand why she doesn't. It's like based on yokai, which is cool, which is, you know, not uncommon in Pokemon designs, but um I think it's cool. I think it's really cute. Oh, what's there are a lot of like underrated Pokemon, I think. And I think Mawile is one of them, including the Mega Evolution. I I really um I'm really fond of uh Absol and Mega Absol particularly. Um not that I think that one's underrated, but I think like as like campy as it is and like I don't know, there's something like cheesy about it. But I think it's like peak design. It's so nice looking. Stuffle is one that I like a lot. I talked earlier about why I don't like that one very much. Or I guess I didn't really explain myself, but point is I don't I don't really like it that much. Never played Gen with Tinkaton, but the design looks cool. Yeah, that's unregistered moment. Um like I was saying before, I think, you know, as much as I have like the nostalgia driven affinity for like Gen 3 and stuff, I think a lot of the newer designs are really good, and one of them that I think is really good is Tinkaton. Um, it's P, yeah. Um, uh, but I really like Tinkaton, but that might just be because I am a huge sucker for the trope of a girl holding a massive hammer. Um, I love when a girl has a massive hammer or a battle axe, but Golden Ghost Supremacy, I'm sorry, but that's like, I'm sorry. I hate that guy. I I made a list of all the Pokemon that I think are bad, and there are not a lot of bad Pokemon. Most Pokemon are, you know, this is what Nathan Drawfee says, but like Pokemon are either like okay or make you go hell yeah. There are not a lot of bad Pokemon. I think Goldengo is bad. That's exactly why I like Tinkaton. Yeah, it's so cute. And I love that when it evolves, it's mainly just the hammer getting bigger. Your friend drew Andy with a giant spoon instead of a shovel. That's really cute. In keeping with the food naming conventions of your comic, no less. Or Monster 7407. My favorite character design trope is the evil robot doppelganger slash copy. I'd attribute it to Metal Sonic. I love that shit too. It's really fun. Chandelure, yeah. Um, Chandelure, because I used to be the type of person that hated object Pokemon, or object mons, I guess they call them in like the fandom. Um, so he was on my list of like Pokemon I disliked. Um, but then he eventually became like really high on my list. Um, of like ones I like. The for one thing, like the colors of it, like that like lavenderish flame is just really beautiful to me, genuinely. I think generally ghost Pokemon are some of the coolest ones, but my favorite type is psychic type, which I know I didn't mention Espeon when I was talking about favorite evolutions. Um, like Espeon is cool, but I feel like they could have done a lot more with the design. I've seen a bunch of people draw like shiny Espeon um, as like a little alien, and I think that's really cute. Bye, have a great stream. Thank you. Have fun figuring your PlayStation out. I remember people losing it over Klefki. Yeah, yeah. Like, people hated Klefki, and I was in that camp too. But at this point, I do like it a lot. Or not a lot, but I do like Klefki. I think the concept of it is really fun. You know, I'm a character designer at heart, I guess. And so I don't know, maybe part of it is that I really appreciate the thought that, or like the character design process that went into like things like that. I think Klefki's a great Pokemon. You know, it's like a little trickster like fey creature that steals your keys. That's a fun concept. Why not? Dev said, I find it interesting that people complain about modern Pokemon names when in reality there's always been some stinkers. Yeah, there's always been some stinkers in Pokemon. Geodude and Seal. Okay, Geodude kind of goes hard. Learning a lot of new Pokemon from this stream. Yeah, well, there's like more than 1,000 at this point. Yeah, there's always been some stinkers. I don't sorry, I don't think Geodude's a bad name. But Seal is a bad name. I'm so sorry, Seal. Einstein could not conceive of a better name than Ekans. It's kind of fun. Oops, just felt my social battery die. That's totally understandable. No need to even stay if you don't want to. Ekans is like a really like it's really silly name. Like the conception of it, but it kind of sounds cool, I think. So like if it works, you know. Geodude. No, it's Geodude. Pokemon peaked at Voltorb and Electro. I'm sorry, they were on my bad Pokemon list too. Geodude I think would be cool if somehow it had a crack revealing a Geode on the inside. Yeah, I've seen art like exploring that idea, and I think that's a really cool concept. Yeah. I have a soft spot for really shitty designs, I guess, evidently. Dev said, my other hot take is while Gengar is good and iconic, Haunter is better. I agree. I have for a long time thought that the evolution should be reversed. And I understand now that like it kind of like as it evolves, it takes more and more like solid form. It kind of coalesces from being, you know, a literal gaseous cloud to being like a little spooky guy. Um, but I think Haunter is so much more intimidating and like powerful looking than Gengar. Everyone says they prefer Haunter. I guess so. Um, I think they kind of realized that, they being like the Pokemon company, um, realized that when they designed Mega Gengar, because Mega Gengar looks kind of more like Haunter, and I think that was the right decision, character design wise. Just because, like I said, it looks more intimidating. Um, so yeah. But I could talk about Pokemon designs forever. I have a lot of thoughts on them. I could talk about character design in general forever, I guess. I have a lot of thoughts on character design. Not that I am any sort of authority, but I have a lot of thoughts on it. I used to feel genuine grief as a kid when Team Rocket used to throw coughing out, like put it away. Oh. Yeah, coughing is not great. I don't know, but you got like tree trunk arms always look weird to me. I don't know, I think he looks kind of cool. The way that he kind of like is the environment, like he kind of emerges from the ground and stuff. It works with like Haunter and Gengar's whole thing, or like not Haunter and Gengar, but Gengar's whole thing of like disappearing into the shadows. Light, I'm glad you're focused on my very important and epic drawing. Um, Red Proto Lad for a time. I watched a lot of Bakugan and Beyblade. I didn't watch either of those, and I didn't have any Beyblades, but I had a bunch of Bakugan. Um, I've always been fond of little guys that turn into a ball. So I like isopods, roly polies and the like. Stuff's pretty good. And then, um, Bakugan and Borak from Bionicle are my favorite guys. Um, they turn into little balls. I love a guy that turns into a ball. But I eventually got rid of my Bakugan at some point, so I don't have any of them anymore. So whenever I like go to the store and like go to the toy section to like look at Transformers with my girlfriend or something, I'll see the Bakugan and I'll be like, do I want to get like a couple of these just to like have them? Because they're fun. Um, but I haven't done so yet. Dev, you said also I think they should have retconned the Gen 1 shiny designs from not being so subtle, but it's kind of too late. Yeah, I wish. Okay, for one thing, there were no shiny Pokemon in Gen 1. Those weren't added until later. But also, I think the Pokemon Company is way too scared of like retconning things. They're like obsessed with keeping everything on model, and it really takes away any ability to be like creative. Um, I mean, they can still be creative, but it takes away a bunch of like opportunities to do interesting things with the IP, and it's a real shame. Read the chat. Coughing was better in the OG sprite when the smoke coming out was hands. I don't remember the smoke being hands. That's cool though. But like, yeah, they used to retcon things. Like, some of the shinies actually have been retconned a little bit over the years. Some of them made them worse for some reason. But Coughing, for example, his design changed in the localization. So they're just like, I don't know, allergic to being interesting, I guess. I had a Mew plush and Pichu plush that would turn outside into a Pokeball. That's really cute. I want a Mew plush. Mew is one of my favorite Pokemon. I was like fixated on Mew in middle school. Specifically shiny Mew. I thought the blue color was really pleasant. Ditsy 3 for me, I get the urge to collect Lego still. Oh, me too, and I give in to that urge often. I have many. Most recently I've been collecting the Minecraft sets. I mean, not collecting to the point that like I'm trying to get all of them, but like I have a collection of them going. I don't know what it is about them. I really like the Minecraft theme. I'm not even like a huge Minecraft person. Obviously I play it. I don't know. I just the Lego Minecraft theme is really nice to me. So I have a little Lego Minecraft world growing on my shelf. Gunpla, yeah. There's talking about Beyblades, there's a really good artist on Instagram, I think also on like Twitter and stuff. Taciturn Deer does Beyblades. Like they're really into them. I don't know if they like do any art or like post anything about it, but you should check them out. Minecraft stream when? I don't know. That's a good suggestion though. I've been trying to figure out what like games I would actually want to play on stream, because as I've said a few times, like I'm not good at video games, so I don't want to like play a game and then be like so bad at it that people get frustrated and leave. But I will stream games, and Minecraft is a good suggestion. The Notre Dame Lego set calls me like the Green Goblin mask. I got that for my sibling for their birthday. So I got to see it at their house. It's a really pretty set. Kind of moved away from Lego because of how stupidly expensive they are. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Or I agree that they're stupidly expensive, and I understand um, moving away from them for that reason. Um, oh, Dev, you did anthropomorphize a Beyblade once. That's a really cool drawing. You should share that in the Discord if you want to. But I remember you showed me that drawing in when we went to Barnes and Noble one time. We should go to Barnes and Noble again. I've appreciated the times that we have. So it's very cozy. I like I like Barnes and Noble. Please let me join the Minecraft stream. Yeah, totally. I've been saying that I want to do stream with you, so we should talk about that sometime soon. We could even we could do Minecraft. We could do what is it called? Magma now, the like shared in browser canvas thing. Do you know what I'm talking about? Magma. I don't know how well Magma works on iPad. I have um I have a drawing tablet for my or drawing pad for my PC. So I assumed if we did Magma it would be on PC. Oh, I thought you meant like huge tablet, like it was really big. Luke, I don't know if that would end well. What do you mean? With what would end well? Doing Magma stream or doing Minecraft stream? Like a shared canvas? Oh, I don't mean like with all of chat. I mean like with like my friends who are artists. Dev is an artist, and we've talked about streaming together. No, I wouldn't I wouldn't do it with all of chat. That would be scary. Yeah. I also still want to do Gardic phone, but I don't think I'd do Gardic phone on stream. I think I'll just do it like with the people on Discord sometime. But it seems like a pain to like schedule that and stuff. And be like, hey, when's everybody available? Because I'd rather just like get on and do that when I feel like it. But it's not like I have a big enough like community to reliably have enough people to play Gardic phone just like whenever I wanted to. Jackbox games are fun. I like Jackbox games a lot, but I don't know how well they would work with like stream or like a Discord thing. I know that I talk about Drawfee a lot, but I know I've seen Drawfee do Jackbox games on streams, so I guess it can work. But it just seems weird, like difficult, you know. Oh yeah, and I forgot. Like Gardic phone is like built into Discord, so I wouldn't even need to like stream it or anything. They work pretty well for stream. Okay. I'd have to like get enough friends together that would want to stream with me. Because I wouldn't feel comfortable doing that with chat either. Not at this point. I mean, maybe now is the best point to do it since my chat is so small, but I don't know. I don't know anything about anything. About streaming. Fell asleep watching stream, back getting a chicken sandwich. Hell yeah. I would kill a person for a Popeye's chicken sandwich. That shit's so good. Jaden, if we subjected people to what our Jackbox games devolve into, you'd lose all your followers. Yeah, but isn't that typical? Isn't what our Jackbox games devolve into, like, typical for Jackbox games? By which I mean the word come over and over again. I don't know what I want to do with the rest of my night. I don't know. Cook something. ABK. I'm so hungry right now. I'm so excited for that rice that I'm gonna eat. But yeah, Jaden, our Jackbox games, I think require a certain sense of humor to be appreciated, and that sense of humor is finding repetition really funny. Yeah, exactly. Humor, quotation marks. Because our friend group seems to think that the funniest thing in the world is saying the same thing over and over again. Bomb oil? Yeah, exactly. Bombs. Rope. I can't be doing more shoe on stream. I can't let it infect my professional life. No, Caden, I can't. Say lamp oil on your own stream. The entire stream in character is more shoe. I was just gonna say, upcoming more shoe stream. No, Robin, your Morshu's too great, your whimsy too powerful. T-swag, too swag, and they'll kill you. It's true. Your lamp oil, two bombs. And yeah, did you hear that John Cena kicked the real devil in Goku City? Sentence that will be unintelligible to anyone who is not at the apartment when that happened. Gonna be gone for like 40 minutes. I'm not sure you'll be streaming. Have a good stream. Thank you. I probably will be ending stream soon. So thank you for being here though. I appreciate it. Come back when you're a little richer. Yeah. Dev, was that directed at Light? Your rent is a lot followed. Thank you so much for following. I could probably do a fine Morshu impression if I didn't lose my voice so quickly while streaming for some reason. Good lord, I guess this is voice training. Maybe I lose my voice so fast because I don't get to sit back and let other people talk like in a real social situation. My sense of humor is getting things wrong on purpose, but people think I'm stupid. No! That's I hate there's nothing worse than pretending to be stupid for a bit and having people think you're actually stupid. In Protolab, this new job made me realize your tone of voice is really low. Low, like quiet, or like your voice is like deep. Sometimes I'm like the rich get richer. The rich get richer is really funny though. I remember reading this thing one time that apparently like it's a common misconception that the phrase dog eat dog world is doggy dog world. And that's so funny to me. It's a doggy dog world. Like how can you think it's that? Yeah, it's a doggy dog world. That's so funny. I just don't raise my voice that often. And last time I did was in Taekwondo. Yeah, I swear to God I haven't like yelled in like years. Like maybe I've like laughed loudly, but I do not raise my voice like ever. Yeah, calling it volleyball. Like 4 a.m. Trying to get passengers to wake the fuck up and their IDs out, follow instructions. Ah. Part of it is the like voice training thing. Like I'm terrified of what I will sound like if I raise my voice. My recent resolution has been to be louder and prouder. So I'm trying to voice chat and tell jokes and stuff more often. I appreciate that. I don't know if you'll remember this, Dev, but um we had the art lecture series at the same time. Um and you were pretty infamous for having funny things to say in chat. When it because it was a remote lecture series. That was my first interaction with you, Dev. Was in the yeah yeah I remember like at one point you said something that I like really disagreed with and it pissed me off. But um yeah, that was, I guess, a few years ago now. Everyone thought you were so funny and cool. I remember what you said. Like I said, you said a lot of things. You said a lot of funny things, and stuff. Um, you were very engaged in the chat, but I do not remember what you said that pissed me off. Um, this was again years ago. Um, yeah, I no, I don't remember. I don't mean to make you self-conscious by bringing that up. I mean, I don't remember it, so clearly it was not that important. I'm really being inconsistent here with how the like how many segments the tail has. Um, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5. Is this Frieza third form? Yeah. Is Frieza third form the one where he looks really stupid and bad? He's got the big head. Unregistered. We love unregistered. Looks like a xenomorph head, yeah. Oh, they said your vibes were good. That's fun. I don't remember what the job was. You'll have to tell me about that later. I don't know if that's something you want to like talk about in chat. Yeah, my girlfriend's talked about this, but it's medical billing assistant. That's interesting. You'll have to tell me more what that means. Um, my girlfriend's talked about this, but it's really funny that Akira Toriyama will like clearly become really obsessed with like a movie and then like just stick stuff from the movie into Dragon Ball. Um like he clearly just like saw Alien and was like, I love the alien. Um I'm gonna I'm gonna make it so Frieza looks like the alien now. And the whole thing of like the android saga is just the plot of Terminator. Yeah, I guess you liked Terminator. So you just made your manga Terminator. Does the eye xenomorph have AAA battery acid blood? That's a really cute idea. I think I may have to steal that. Thank you. Reminds me, for a time in Columbia, Cartoon Network down there didn't have Adult Swim, so when it's 8 p.m. instead of playing King of the Hill, just nonstop Dragon Ball Z until 7 a.m. That sounds about right. That's cool. Okay, I think I'm going to... What? I didn't get very many, like, suggestions for what to draw this time. I guess I could have like Sci-Fi, welcome. I'm so sorry that you just arrived and I'm probably gonna be I'm probably gonna be ending stream soon. I'm sorry. Draw Spooky. Like from Spooky's Jump Scare Mansion. I don't know what she looks like. Is that her name? That's her name. Yeah, why would it be called that if it wasn't her name? No, I don't know what she looks like. She's just like a little cute little blue ghost. I should have drawn evolutions back when we were talking about that. That would have been a fun thing to draw. I used to watch more Nick at Night. Adult Swim was banned for me. I used to watch the George Lopez show. Draw me for free. I could not draw you, Dev, from memory. Don't worry, the VOD will be up a bit after. Yeah. And Jaden, you don't need to worry about putting the VOD up. I can do that. Or were you saying it'll be up automatically? Drawing me from memory would be fucking hilarious. I should do it automatically. Okay, that's good. Well, I will make sure to download it, and hopefully it'll be at like a resolution that isn't potato levels this time. Favorite drawings are always the silly Joan ones. I'll draw a Joan. I shouldn't go a whole stream without drawing Joan. I did draw a dog, to be fair. I did draw this dog. I forgot already who she is. Yeah, she's back. Here. Yeah. Thank you, Caden. Anna Leves or whatever. God, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to disrespect your favorite queen. No, you're known to be your favorite queen. Here, I'll draw Joan. She wasn't queen? How can you be married to the king and not be queen? I don't get this stuff. Here in America, we don't believe in the hell not Joan drawing is funny. I'm glad you think so, thank you. It was annulled, but yeah, wasn't she queen before that? The antler goes crazy. Okay, I'll draw Joan. Where's my... I have a little... Where is she? I have a little, like... Oh, here she is. I have a little acrylic standee of Joan that I use for drawing reference. I want to draw her hanging out with Vaporeon. I think that would be cute. And I know people are gonna, like, say stupid shit. But God forbid we draw reference sheets. Hey, now. The best at evolution Porygon. Oh, Dev, I should actually show you this. Just 1 second. Okay. I started a Porygon drawing like a year ago, and never finished it. This is my unfinished Porygon drawing. Yeah. I love wireframe. But yeah, I never finished it. I got to this point and I didn't really know what to do from there. The seizure Pokemon, yeah. Well, for that reason, like, because of the whole seizure thing, um, the Pokemon Company avoided using it for anything until like recently. They just started um including Porygon in like um merchandise and stuff, and they made some really there's a really cute um Porygon figure that they came out with recently. But anyway, I'm gonna draw Joan hanging out with Vaporeon because I think that would be cute. Um, I may need that Porygon figure. Have you seen it, Dev? It's really cute. I know I send you like every Porygon thing that I see because I know you like Porygon. Or maybe I just assumed that you like Porygon. I don't know. I send you like every Porygon thing I see, but I don't remember if I sent you the figure or not. It's really cute. I feel like Porygon is really cool in concept, and the designs, what they mean, and their concept's really cool. I just don't like them. That's fair. I love the concept of Porygon. The idea that like the people in the Pokemon world were like, you know, we oh Zay the Wolf, thank you for following. Um the Jazzwares Porygon. I don't know, I'll have to look it up. Um but the fact that the people in the Pokemon world were like, we can turn Pokemon into like digital data and then like take them out of the computer. Um So why don't we just like make a Pokemon out of digital data and take it out of the computer? And they did. It's so interesting. I really love the lore of it. Um, yeah. Granted, the casino's so hard to buy in Pokemon Red. I forgot you buy it in that game. The concept of buying a Pokemon's so funny. Um, but I want to know what you guys think. Should I draw like an Anthro Vaporeon with Joan, or should I draw like a regular ass Vaporeon? Would Porygon taste like rock candy? I feel like Porygon would taste like nothing. I feel like it's gotta be like perfectly smooth, right? Like old plastic, maybe. Porygon would be like glass. That's what I'm saying, like perfectly smooth, like so smooth you can't taste anything. Tastes like a car battery. I guess it's electric type, right? Porygon vibrate if you held it. I don't know. Because Porygon is like a rudimentary like 3D model, but in real life. So I imagine it doesn't like do very like it doesn't have a lot of texture or like movement and stuff. Maybe it would vibrate though, I don't know. I want to know, do you guys think um I guess I can make my own decision if nobody wants to say, but do you think I should draw um Anthro Vaporeon or like regular Vaporeon with Joan? Porygon Z is really cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's cool. Like, not only is the original concept of Porygon cool, but like the the progression of the concept as it evolves is really cool. Here's what I'll do. Um, Regular, people are saying regular. Okay, that's a shame. I was hoping that I could design an anthro character. Here, I'll have her like Red Proto Lad. Thank you for being here and for chatting and everything. I appreciate you. Have a good night. I've got to pull up a reference image actually on my monitor so you guys won't see it. Yeah, people want regular. I'm gonna have her holding it like a cat. I always forget that Joan has a cat. I don't draw the cat ever. Joan has a cat named Bat. It's only 9 p.m. Yeah, it feels much later to me too. But I woke up like absurdly early today. I took a nap before stream, but I woke up absurdly early. And then I couldn't fall back asleep because of anxiety, so I watched Prehistoric Planet with Elle. And that's why I doodled dinosaurs that you can see in my most recent Instagram post. I haven't heard of that show since I was a kid. It's a like somewhat new show, I thought. Are you thinking of like Prehistoric Park? Or are you thinking of I don't know, I guess there's a lot of dinosaur shows. You saw dinosaurs today? Where did you see dinosaurs? Saw a dinosaur behind Wendy's. It's crazy. The Natural History Museum with your girlfriend? That's so sweet. I love going to the museum with my girlfriend. I like Joan's shoes, but the shape of like the legs like this without the shoes is really fun to draw. Love nubby limbs like that. Yeah, I've always been a fan of it. We were talking about in the Discord. We were talking about the Ben 10 character Goop at one point. And he has like his legs like end like this, I think, or like they're like wider at the bottom than at the top. And I think he is like the inception of me liking that sort of limb shape. I was a big fan of Goop. I've always liked slime characters. Saw Mary Anning's Ichthyosaur? Which one is that? I don't have Elle here to tell me dinosaur facts. Oh, the first complete Ichthyosaur discovered. That's so cool. I know Ichthyosaur wasn't a dinosaur. You know what I mean. I really love Ichthyosaurs. I think they're so pretty. I know people said normal Vaporeon, but I want to doodle an Anthro one on the side. Zombie Party, thank you so much for saying my art is cute. Like, could give her... Your original degree was paleo, that's so cool. I was never into dinosaurs enough to, like, consider getting into paleontology. But I do think they're cool. I think evolution is really cool. You've seen the Magdeburg unicorn fossil? I have. It's one of the most hilarious things ever. Just like natural history of life and evolution more than just dinosaurs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm really into like speculative evolution nowadays. So I mean, I don't know if I'll ever personally do like a speculative evolution project like a lot of artists do, but I think it's really cool. You actually want a job, so oh. The Dino exhibit was really cool. I wish they had more of the obscure casts and fossils in their collection out though. Yeah. It'd be really cool. Like most of STEM, it's good, yeah. I find all of it interesting. I've always really been like, you know, fascinated by science, but I've never had skill in science the way that I have, well, sort of have skill in art. So one of the reasons I ended up going with art rather than science, like I've said a few times. But what do we think of Pika Blue? Meryl is fine. A fine Pokemon I have no thoughts on. It's like a solidly mid Pokemon. I'll do what I did with the Helma drawing last stream, and I will I'll finish. I'll like totally complete this Vaporeon drawing, and then I'll end stream. Just remember stuff easy relatively. Yeah, that's fair. As I talked about earlier, my like attention span and memory kind of has been shot by like social media and stuff, but I always did pretty well in school for that same reason. Dev, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do. I wish I could help. But I'm probably not gonna feel very... I'm probably not gonna have, like, social battery by the end of this stream. Otherwise, I'd offer to, like, play a game or something. What if it was shiny Vaporeon? I was thinking about that. Shiny Vaporeon's like purple. Like purplish, pinkish. I could do that. I'm not a huge fan of its shiny. My sheet Orpal. Genuine answer is that when they first did shinies, they determined their colors by like shifting their color palette by like a certain value. And so a lot of blue Pokemon ended up having pink shinies. So or pink or pinkish purplish. And Vaporeon's one of them. I think the only good EV shinies are Sylveon and Umbreon. Those two are my favorites. I think they really dropped the ball on like Leafeon and stuff. But yeah, shiny Umbreon and shiny Sylveon are so good. I love shiny Umbreon. Probably more than regular Umbreon, just because I don't like the color yellow. Which is kind of silly, I guess, but I don't like the color yellow. And so Umbreon looks really nice with blue. Do you know how Umbreon in the original yeah, shiny Glaceon is almost the same. In the original like concept, Umbreon wasn't going to be a dark type, it was going to be poison type, which I think makes the design make a lot of sense, because like as a dark type, the like circles on it are like representative of like the moon or whatever. It has like some sort of connection to the moon, I think. But as a poison type, its tail is like shaped like a stinger, and it has like the colors and sort of the stripes of like a bee or a hornet, or something like that. I think that's really interesting that you can still see the remnants of it being a poison type in the design. Yeah, it's really neat, I think. I really hope that's true and that I didn't like just misremember something and spread misinformation. Like, no, I didn't like make that up. I didn't pull that out of my ass, but like I hope I didn't misremember something. Because I like to speak with authority on things. I like to tell people things. In a good bit, yeah, I guess. But it sucks when I like say something and like speak with authority, and then like somebody who actually knows more than me is like, that's actually not true. I feel like an idiot. I hate being wrong, I guess. Make stuff up and say facts and slowly make more outlandish, yeah. Yeah, was it real or did I dream it? Exactly. I have very vivid dreams. There have been times that I've mistaken my dreams for memories, and it's like fucked me up. Actually, yeah. I'm supposed to, actually. I'm the nerd. If I get, actually, my day is ruined. That's why I always say, like, I'm not an expert. That's fair. I do that too. When I'm done giving life advice, I say, I don't know though. If they ruin their life, it's not on me. Yeah, me too. I think that's pretty common practice in the giving life advice sphere. I mean, I especially do that because, like, I don't have a lot of experience, you know? Like, sometimes I feel like I have advice to give. Um, but also, like, it's not like I'm a wise and learned person. I occasionally have dreams so mundane I freak out when I wake up. It's like the day I thought I was living through was a complete lie. Yeah. Yeah, I have that happen too. A little bit ago I had a dream that was like a whole week. I woke up and I was like, what the hell? I'm Fed Sassy, thank you for the stream. Gonna get some rest. Thank you so much for being here, and thank you for following. I hope you rest well. Take care of yourself. Sometimes sleeping and waking up in my dreams, and it makes actually waking up really confusing. Yeah, I get that too. Gee, my most recent dream sucked. It was really realistic and mundane, except I couldn't unclench my jaw, and my teeth and jaw hurt in the dream. That sucks. I have issues with clenching my jaw, so I can understand that to a degree. Dev said I would much rather have no dreams than bad dreams, though, TBH. I I really like having dreams, sometimes even when they're bad. Sometimes a bad dream can like ruin my whole day. Um but I, as I've talked about before, like I'm a really depressed person, and in like middle school and high school, my depression was like so bad. I just like hated my life so much that I would like literally pray to God that I would have any dreams at night because it would just be more like interesting or like preferable to like my actual life. Not that my life was that bad, but like depression made me feel that it was. And I liked dreaming because in dreams like at least something is happening and at least it's not like the same thing every day. Um so I don't know. I like dreaming. They're bad, they're really, really bad for me. That's fair. I know it's different for everybody. I think it's insane that like there are medical conditions for which some symptoms are like bad dreams. Jaden, an uncool amount of my dreams involve me fighting things in self-defense after a genuinely interesting or cool scenario. Give and take, I guess. Oh, I'm sorry, Dev. That really sucks. Bad dreams are always related to uni stuff. I'm just dream missing an exam or an assignment. Yeah. I still have those, like, I'm in school and it's the end of the semester and I realized that I didn't show up to class once. Um I have those dreams a lot. Um I and those are like cliche, so it's silly to talk about. But I also get the cliche dreams of my teeth falling out. Which is really silly. Because it's like scary when you're experiencing it in the dream, and then I wake up and I'm like, am I a cartoon character? Can I dream something original, please? Jaden, oh god, yeah, I get school dreams too. Sometimes I still wake up at 8 and I'm like, shit, I'm late for school. Yeah. I like when dreams give me free OC lore. Hell yeah. Like you dream about your OCs, or like they inspire you, or like the dreams inspire you to add stuff to your lore. Both. That's cool. The most interesting dream, I think, is when I woke up back in high school, but with all my modern knowledge and it's crazy realistic. That is wild. That's like a classic, like, what would you do scenario. Dev, that Valentina one-shot comic I made back in 2018 was based on a dream I had, actually. That's really interesting. One of my... I had this dream when I was like 4, and I've never forgotten it. It's like stuck in my head for some reason ever since. Because at the time, it like scared me. Like it was a nightmare to me. Um, but now looking back, it's just like it's really unusual. But the dream was that I was at home and I was like with my family, like my parents and my brother and stuff, and we started hearing this barking, um, and like in the house, and we were like confused because we don't have a dog. We've never had a dog. Um, and so we started like looking around the house for a dog. We like split up and started searching for this dog that was barking. And eventually, one of my family members found in the bathroom, it wasn't a dog barking, it was a seal. Um, and there was a seal in the bathroom, like sticking out of the toilet. Um, and we were like, oh my god, we've got to like take this like seal to safety or whatever. I don't know. We were just kind of shocked that a seal had like, I guess presumably swam through the like sewage pipes and popped out in our toilet. Um, and we were like stunned and didn't know what to do. And then the seal reached up with its like flipper and flushed itself down the toilet. Um, and I woke up like crying because the seal, like, as far as I was aware, had just like killed itself. Um, so it freaked me out. Um, and so I still think about that dream often. I feel like it has like good narrative structure too, for a 4-year-old's dream at least. Does anyone else start thinking about previous dreams you had? Such remembering them and their unique occasion uh, when you're tired. Not necessarily when I'm tired, but I will often just randomly remember like a dream really vividly. Um, and it's like, okay, thanks for this memory. I guess I'll do nothing with because it's not relevant to anything. You dream journal? That's really interesting. Um, I've wanted to dream journal, but I always like forget to, like, even when I've had a dream journal, I forget to write in it. I know that like a lot of people find dreams to be like the most boring topic on the planet, so I won't linger on them too much. But I personally like hearing about them and talking about them and stuff. Jaden, a dream I remember having when I was like 4 was me sitting in front of a purple orb that would open its mouth and yell whenever I would physically try to yell in real life. Like I could feel the sensation of me trying to raise my voice. That's wild. That would freak me out. But the orb has a mouth? Who up pondering the orb? I'm always pondering my orb. Like it would split open, it had teeth and shit. That's wild. I love talking about my dreams. My current big project is all about self-exploration of my dreams when I was a teenager. That's really interesting. A lot of my dreams nowadays, like nightmares, involve just people being transphobic to me. So then I wake up and I'm sad. Like generally people aren't like that in real life, so I guess my mind is like, but you gotta be prepared for when it does happen. Okay. I guess so. Did see, I keep waiting for like someone to have a bad reaction in my family or something and it hasn't come. Yeah, I get that, like, anxiety. Highlight, yeah, sorry, I didn't end up, or I don't know why I'm saying sorry, but I didn't end up ending stream. I decided I want to finish this drawing of Joan holding Vaporeon before I end stream. There's not really any reason for her to be holding a Vaporeon. I kind of just decided that myself. You got a Chick-fil-A milkshake though? That's cool. I'm like obsessed with the Chick-fil-A, not that I go to Chick-fil-A often, um, but I'm obsessed with the frosted lemonade. It's like so good. I don't like lemonade usually, but I don't know, it's like mixed with like vanilla ice cream or something like that. It's so good. First Chick-fil-A just opened in my province like last week. It's not that good. Chick-fil-A in general is not that good. um in my opinion, I think Popeye's chicken is infinitely better. Going to visit a cathedral tomorrow? That's really cool. I haven't been anywhere in Europe, so like I haven't been to any of those cool like historical things y'all have all over the place, but like I went to St. Patrick's Cathedral in New York, and I thought that was like one of the most beautiful buildings I've ever been in. And there's a cathedral in Salt Lake City that I've been to. And that one's it's so interesting because it's got like Native American inspired like art in it. Which I really didn't expect. But yeah. This thing's legs are weird. I'm not gonna get. Hey. Popeye's Bayou is kind of mid. You like Jollibee's best? The nearest Jollibee's to me is in like Las Vegas, so I've never been to Jollibee. I'm so curious though. I want to try Jollibee's spaghetti. It sounds like an experience to have. Did see Google Wells Cathedral. You've never had the frosted lemonade? Yeah, it's good. The nearest Popeye's an hour away. That sucks. The Popeye's chicken sandwich is the greatest chicken sandwich on the market. Easily. This gap when it comes to food. I think I'm fat. I don't know. I think it's understandable to yap about food. I I get like really easily addicted to fast food. Um like fast food specifically. Um like if I to go back to the dreams conversation, I guess. If I go too long without having any fast food, and this is so American of me, wow. I will have dreams about having fast food. It's like ridiculous. I dream about going to Dairy Queen all the time. I don't even like Dairy Queen. It's like the worst fast food. Um, it's like the worst fast food, the worst burgers and stuff. Um, the ice cream's good, but I have dreams about going to Dairy Queen and like getting burgers and stuff. It's absurd. Light, the nearest Jollibee's is 20 minutes away. That's not too far. Devour a Scotch egg right now. What's a Scotch egg? I ate my last egg the other day, so I'm out of eggs. I must go to my chicken and retrieve more eggs. Raising Cane's was the only saving grace of being in North Florida when I had to spend 3 weeks there. We talked about this in the Discord, but the Post Malone's Raising Cane's is just down the street from me. But I've only been there once. I'm not a huge fan of Raising Cane's. It's kind of like regular ass fried chicken. Scotch eggs are so damn good. It's an egg wrapped in sausage. It's breaded and fried. That sounds really good. Okay, but the sauce, I guess. Maybe I'll DoorDash it to my house sometime in the near future. I do like that it's one of those places that gives you toast with your chicken. Because just like toast isn't something I expect to get at like a fast food place, you know? But there's something about the toast that's really good. Or erasing all these details I worked so hard on earlier. Of English food? If it's English food, then why is it called Scotch eggs? What are my thoughts on Sprite Cranberry? It's fine. When it was like a meme, we had a bunch of it, me and my friends. but I don't know. It's not something I like go back for, you know? Yeah, exactly. It's the thirsters. The only fast food you eat is pizza. I don't. Does pizza count as fast food? I think of fast food as like something you can get in a drive-thru. For cooking, but I suck. I can only make ramen. You gotta start somewhere. Cooking is nice. It's a good skill to have. I wouldn't really know. I'm not good at cooking, but it's fun to do with my girlfriend. We like to make a lot of pizzas and a lot of pastas. um, but they're good. I think we've gotten really good at making pizzas and pastas. Italian pasta's my beloved, yeah. I'm actually feeling really tired. So I know I said I was gonna finish this drawing of Joan, but oh, that is interesting about the Scotch eggs. Um okay, yeah. I'm really tired. I know I said I was gonna finish this drawing of Joan with the Vaporeon, but I don't think I will tonight. Um thank you guys for joining me on stream though. I'm gonna go to bed and stuff, have some rice, etc. But I hope you guys have a good night, wherever you are. I know it's night for some of y'all at least. Um, and thanks again so much for watching. See you next time, I hope. Bye. Good night. Good night. Good night.